What's going on, guys? And welcome back to Gooner TV. First of all, if you're new to the channel, please. So, great news. This morning, Zoolander Hector Bellerin, aka the worst right back Arsenal ever had, has decided he's going to spend his best years at Arsenal. Fantastic news. I think this guy's a bit deluded, if I'm honest. I don't know where his best years he thinks they are, because they're long gone. This is a fullback who has deceived a lot of supporters, in my opinion, into thinking he's Dani Alves because he came through La Masia in Barcelona's youth system. The guy is absolutely shocking, and I can't believe really there's still some supporters out there who think this guy is the dog's bollocks. I mean, he can't even take a throw in, for God's sake. I mean, 5 foul throws already this season. That was like even a couple of months ago. So he's come out today and said he doesn't want to spend his best years at Arsenal. And good riddance, to be quite honest with you. He can't defend to save his life. He's always caused a problem, like in social media. And he's just not a very good player, to be quite honest with you. He leaves us exposed at the back all the time, to the point where opposition teams blatantly target him every time he goes up. I mean, he jogs back when he's going forward. He only sprints really when he's trying to go forward. He can't defend, and I'm absolutely delighted at this news that this is going to happen in the summer. There's a lot of news that Paris Saint-Germain interested in him, and that looks like he's probably his best chance of going somewhere as Barcelona, although they've shown interest before. They seem to be skint, or allegedly skint. So I don't know if they'll have the money for him, but either way, I don't really care. If we can get £20 million for this guy, I'll be over the moon. He's absolutely shocking as far as I'm concerned. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Would you keep him? Would you loan him? Would you sell him? What would you do? And who would you get in replace of him? Personally, I can't wait to see this guy leave the club. The same with Granit Xhaka. Both of them are absolutely shocking, in my opinion. And I genuinely don't understand what other supporters see in him. In terms of replacements, we've got some few options, 2 of which are at the club. So we have this man, Cedric Soares, a Portuguese right-back international. In my opinion, quite a good player. He's got quite a few caps for Portugal. He's got about 34 caps. I might be wrong on that one, but he's got quite a few caps for Portugal. And every time he plays at right-back, he's been decent. I think he had one bad game, but his crossing's really good. Something that we've lacked on the right-hand side. He's a lot better at defender. I mean, I don't understand why Bellerin gets ahead of this guy. It's beggars belief. I don't understand it. Why not play Cedric Soares? And, some of the people who will give Arteta probably to about 10 years' time. I mean, this is one of his signings. So why is he not playing him? Why does Bellerin get these preferential treatment like he's Dani Alves? Because he's not. Again, guys, let me know what you think. I would happily start him over there. My personal for the start right back is, again, another player who's at the club or is on loan currently. Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I love this guy right back. I think he's absolutely mustard. I don't think he's good enough to play centre midfield. But he's come through a youth system, and when he had a good run of games last season at right back position, he was brilliant. And then after that, he was just taken out of the team and never played there again, really. He's been put at left back, he's been put in midfield here and there. He's actually probably played more consistently for England. And now he's been shipped out to West Brom. And it's another worry for me in terms of having Mikel Arteta. These players that we should be keeping, in my opinion, they look to be getting sold, and I don't really understand it. Again, guys, let me know what you think. Potential replacements if Bellerin does go to PSG. Excuse me. First one we all know about, Max Aarons. Very good player. Youth England under 21s international. He's scouted by a lot of clubs at the moment. However, in the news today, it looks like Everton are going to look to try and sweep for him in the summer, because obviously they got themselves a proper manager in Ancelotti. But also Bayern Munich, a lot of German clubs now, Leipzig, Munich, Dortmund especially, they look for young English talent and then look to sell them on for massive profits. I mean, look what Dortmund are trying to do with Sancho. So they're sniffing around them, and also Manchester United are interested as well. So judging by that, I don't think Max Aarons is going to be coming to Arsenal, unfortunately. Which brings me on to another good right back who I would definitely take at the club, Tariq Lamptey. So you don't know who Tariq Lamptey is. He's a youth player who came through Chelsea's youth. So he's a full player for Brighton now who came through Chelsea's youth team. Didn't sign a new contract, and I think they got about £1 million compensation for him to play to go to Brighton. This kid is absolutely mustard. He's absolutely shit hot and sort of young, energetic player that we could do with at Arsenal right back. I'd be all over this deal if this could happen. Whether it'll be done or not, who knows? Some people say he signed a new contract, but yeah, so what? He can sign a new one for Arsenal in the summer. No big deal. Leave it in the comments there, guys. Let me know what you think. Would you sign him? Would you keep Cedric Suarez, Ainsley Maitland-Niles? Would you keep Bellerin? What would you do about the right back position? It's, in my personal opinion, Bellerin is just an absolute liability. And the quicker we can get rid of him and Xhaka, the better. Smash the likes up on the video, guys, if you haven't already. Moving on, we're going to go on to the second player who might be out this summer, Reiss Nelson. So many players divide opinion between supporters these days. It's a tricky one because we haven't really seen what he can do, but I'm also conscious that he's 21 now and he'll be 22 at the end of the year. Saka is absolutely tearing up trees and he's brilliant, but Nelson, he's been on loan to Hoffenheim, started well, and kind of got benched for the second half of the season because of a bad attitude. Came out to Arsenal, scored the winning goal against Liverpool at the Emirates, but then hasn't featured. When he first came, Mikel Arteta to Arsenal, he said that he could make this guy the next Raheem Sterling. Now, I laughed at that because he's not that good. But at the same time, we've not really seen him. But one thing's for sure is that Mikel Arteta doesn't seem to rate him. He's put in 2 goalkeepers on the bench, and he's not picking him. He's playing for the under-23s, which says a lot, really, doesn't it? Again, guys, I know what your thoughts are on this guy. I know a lot of you rate him and would like to see him in the first team. Personally, I've always said I don't think he's going to be good enough. Unfortunately, I think he's one of the young players who isn't going to be good enough, like Eddie Nketiah. And I think we should look to move him on. And if we can get 15 million quid for him, that'd be well invested back in the team. Players who could potentially take his place. Obviously, we've got Willian. I'm hoping he will follow them out the door because, let's face it, he's been absolutely diabolical since he's come to the club. One other player, again, a Norwich player that we have been looking at to potentially fill that position, Emi Buendia, the Norwich and Argentina right winger, but can also play as a number 10. So contrary to popular belief, he actually plays a lot of his football out on the right wing. And I think it's been well documented that Arsenal have been looking for a winger for quite some time. I think even under Emery, I know they bought Pepe, but even Arteta, we're always linked with another winger. I know some supporters say, well, we don't really need another winger. Well, I think we do, especially down the right-hand side. Saka, since we moved to the right, has been brilliant, but obviously he can't play in it every game. If Buendia can play right wing and number 10, this could be a good deal for us. Arsenal looked in January allegedly to buy him, if you believe that, and we were quoted £40 million because Norwich did not want to let him go as they were trying to get back in the Premiership. Come the summer, will that drop? Maybe not. They will then want to keep hold of him because they've got the Premier League, and they might not even have to sell him because they'd have the Premier League money that they know it's going to come in. Again, his stats are amazing for the Championship. However, that is Championship. They weren't so great in his last season in the Premier League, but then put him in an Arsenal team, and he'll probably flourish a lot more, no doubt. Let me know what your thoughts are on this guy. Again, another player who divides opinion. Some people are like, no way. Some people are like, yeah, get him. But we all know as Arsenal fans, we kind of skipped it. We had the Aouar bandwagon, then it was the Zoboslai bandwagon, then everyone was twerking for Buendia, and that's kind of calmed down. Now everyone's all over Odegaard, like they love him, like he's the best player they've ever seen. So, let me know what you think. Would you still take him, or was he just an old flavour of the month? Another player who's not necessarily playing the wing, but obviously we know Martin Odegaard. Another potential player who could, fill one of those slots. Again, I haven't really seen enough of him to warrant wanting us to sign him in the summer. I think sometimes Arsenal fans jump too quickly, like, yeah, get him. But he does have an injury-prone record. So far, he's been okay. But again, he hasn't exactly, lit the Emirates alight, has he? He's had some good touches. He played some really good balls against Benfica. He should have scored that goal against Aston Villa on his full Premier League debut. But again, I would wait till the end of the season to see what this guy is like. Because the other news is we're going to spend 22 million pounds on Danny Ceballos, and that's not really a deal I'd like to do. Really, he's been here 2 years, and what's he really achieved? You know, a handful of good appearances in the FA Cup leading up to that. Okay, fine, but what's he really done? He's been here almost 2 years now. So again, I definitely wouldn't do that move. That's all I've got for you today, guys. Let me know what you think. Leave it in the comments below. Smash the likes up. If you are new to the channel, Brills my channel, bring you guys some great new more content on Gooner TV. I will be back tomorrow with something new. Until then, guys, take care.